Yay! Happy Monday. It is week 5 of the Homestead Homemaking Challenge. Now I am getting this video up a little bit late because I had some priorities to take care of today. But today, excuse me, is our devotional day in our series. And so every Monday, Tangi, myself, and Farmer MEEMAW, which is known as Jennifer, her name is Jennifer for those of you who've noticed in the group, we are doing basically a motivational Monday. And we are giving you a devotion for the week. It also sets our week off right, gets us really connected with God from the very beginning of the week and then moving forward. And then on Saturdays, we are doing a quick cleanup showing you what we've done, how we've done it, our successes and our failures and all that fun stuff. Now today, this morning I actually had to go. I don't really have too many scriptures for you today, but it's more of a motivational Monday for me. Today I had to go take my Tahoe to be dropped off just for a quick checkup, and I really had to depend on my mom to take me or to pick me up and bring me back home. While she was here, she actually very willingly and without me asking her, she just kind of did it. She folded all my laundry for me. She folded all my laundry for me from the weekend. I had 4 baskets of laundry that had to be folded, and she folded all of it for me. Now it needs to be put away. I need to put it away. And then it only took her like 20 minutes, if that. And then she helped me dry dishes since I don't have a dishwasher or are using workable dishwasher. I washed, she dried. It was a good day. So today's motivation for you from this weekend. Okay, so Mark was off work last week and my house was a disaster because he was home most of the week last week from the snow and ice. And from the projects that we did, my house was literally bad. Like, I told him if somebody came in here right now, they'd probably take our kid away from us. That's how bad it was. And maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but that's just how I felt. And it was really bad, really, really bad. And I just couldn't, I felt like, I did all this work and you all freaking demolished it in like one day or a few days of me not keeping up with quick cleans, but also from them just being here all day long. There was mud everywhere. And then having 2 dogs does not help. 2 big dogs does not help any. So today, with my mom coming over, I actually moved our dogs downstairs so they can stay downstairs in the basement for the rest of their lives instead of coming upstairs. And our basement is where we live. Our basement has our family room, and that's where we watch TV. That's where we are all the time. But the upstairs is kind of like to keep it clean for the sake of keeping it clean in case somebody comes over into our house. The upstairs is always clean. You know what I mean? So I did that today. But also, so here's my motivation for you today. I know this doesn't apply to everybody, but it might apply to some of you, and I know that it applies to some of you. My mom, as you all know, she was not the best housekeeper when I was growing up, but now that she's gotten older and she has a house of her own, her house isn't bad. And my dad helps too. But every time my mom is here, she is always asking if I need help with something. Let me fold clothes. Let me clean your bathroom for you. Let me vacuum. Do you want me to mop? I can mop. Let me do something for you. She's always asked. Mom has always been good that way. She's always asked if I've needed something done or if I need help when she's here. And I normally say no. Now she has helped me a few times. But normally I say no. Well, and you know what? Today she came over. She's like, I told her, I said, Mom, I have to clean. My house is a disaster. My mom is probably the only person in the world who has seen my house as a complete and total, utter disaster. Minus the bigger projects that we've been working on. I think my mother-in-law came over once when we were in the middle of a big project, which would have been the kitchen floor, and everything was a disaster. Other than that, my mom's the only one who has seen it in a complete and total chaotic disaster. And so I told her, I said, Mom, if you're going to come over, I'm going to have to put you to work because my house is bad. And she's like, okay. If somebody told me, hey, if you're going to come over to my house today after dropping me off from going somewhere, you're going to have to work. I'd be like, okay, see ya. Okay, see ya. But she was like, okay, I'll help you. My inspiration and my devotion to you today, and it's really not a devotional, but it kind of is. is to not be afraid to ask for help when you need it. I know some of you have friends, maybe a mother-in-law, maybe it's your mama, maybe it's your sister, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a coworker, somebody that you're close to, you know it. You're going to think them in your head as soon as I say it. Someone that you're close to in your life has better organizational skills and cleaning skills than you do. And they have either already offered to help you because they love doing it so much, or they would probably help you get organized. If they're one of these people who are like, oh yeah, I love to organize and I love to do this and that, and you're just like, what? You know, don't be afraid to take on, if they say, hey, let me help you, or, you know, hey, I could come over and show you how to do this, you know, or maybe I could come and organize this for you and then you just have to take it over. You know, don't be afraid to say, okay. Because the reality is that you didn't get to this point overnight in most cases. You didn't get to this point in a couple days. Normally, these are things that have taken years to get to the point to. And maybe you need somebody to just come in and purge your house for you. That is how my mom has so much less stuff in her house now, because when they moved from their old house, my sister and I went to their old house before they moved, and instead of putting stuff on the moving truck, we put it in the dumpster because she didn't need it, but she couldn't let it go. And so we went in there when she wasn't there and we got rid of all of it. You know, maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you're a mom, or like my mom. Maybe you're older, maybe in your 40s or 50s, and you have kids that have said, hey, let me get rid of this stuff for you. Let them have at it. What are you scared to lose? Stuff that you probably don't even remember you had. It's the reality of it. So don't be afraid to take on help and say, okay, I need help. If you're so far gone that you just need somebody to help you. And there are local people who will help you too. Maybe you need to hire somebody for $100, you know, to come in and do your whole upstairs. Purge it, organize it for you, and be done with it. I know there's a local girl here who does that. She has an organizational business. She comes into your house. She says, here's what you need to have done. Tell me what you want me to work on. I'll charge you for that, and be done with it. Don't be scared to ask for help. Don't be afraid to go to that friend or your in-laws or your mama and say, could you come help me do these 15 loads of laundry today so that I can just feel like I've kept up? And I know some of you young moms are out there, you've got 6, 8 kids, and you're like, I can't keep up with the laundry. I know, I see it, because I see it in our Homestead Homemaking group. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I feel like it's easier for me to ask for help from my husband than it is another woman. And yet my husband normally is like, oh, that's not my job, you know. But if I ask my mom will be here in a heartbeat. And she won't judge me. And so don't guilt yourself into saying, now don't make it a habit. Don't be like, hey, Mom, can you come over on Thursday every week and fold my laundry for me? No. But when you're feeling overwhelmed, it's okay to lean on other people. It really is. In some ways, especially when you're a young mom, it takes a community of people. Just like they say, it takes a village to raise a child. Sometimes that's true. Sometimes you have to get rid of that mom guilt and just lean on your mom or your mother-in-law or your sister or your sister-in-law or somebody, a friend, who can help you get through this hard point and this hard season in your life. So that's my motivation for you today. If you need help, ask for it. Ask for it, or just come to our group and be like, hey, I just got a vent. Today's a bad day. It's bad. So getting this up quickly, I don't have a lot of scriptures for you today. I could go back to the whole, Mary and Martha story where one was avid and doing the housework and the other was not, and they leaned on each other to do that. But don't be scared to ask for help if you need it. Just don't be. Or if somebody offers, you know what, instead of saying no, or feeling guilty, or thinking your husband's gonna think you're lazy, take advantage of it. If it gets you to the point where you can finally feel a little bit more like you can breathe and like you don't have a weight on you, do it. And then if you can keep up with it, that's awesome. That's another step in the right direction, no matter who thinks what of you. So there's my tip for you today on Monday. I hope you will join us on the Homestead Homemaking Facebook group. That's where a lot of our conversations go on throughout the week. Do not forget to check out Farmer MEEMAW and Tangy the Caver's Wife. They both have, wherever side of the screen this is on, they both have devotionals up today as well. They're going up. So check it out. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. We are on week 5. And happy homesteading and happy homemaking.